Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is about that time again. My name is Vinny Emini. If this is your first time with us, well, you have been missing out. Welcome to the playground. So tonight we're going to cover fear. How to overcome fear. That is the biggest thing we are going to talk about here tonight. Now, that was a special request by somebody in our open mic night last Monday. And don't forget, and don't miss this Monday. So today is, I think it's the weekend right now, or if you might be seeing this on Sunday. I'm not sure when I'm releasing this, but on Monday, don't miss the open mic night. You guys are going to be coming hanging out with me on the microphone. I'll have you on my ear and I will answer all your questions. Don't forget to follow us over here on our social media, especially here on Instagram. A lot of fun going on right there. But if you want to learn how we earn right here on Discord, you can learn how to use all of our tools, all our rules, and how to trade these 5 trades, which is what we're going to focus in on here, on ways to eliminate that fear. So we had one of our members that has, he's kind of new with us, but has been doing really well in his market replay and his practice. So he's about to go live and he wants to know, well, what can I do? Is there stuff that I can do, Vinny, to kind of eliminate some of my fear before I press the button? How do I eliminate that fear? So I want to focus on that here tonight. I've created an entire playlist. So if you guys want to go check that out, let's come down here and jump the gun here. If you guys want to go and check out the playlist that I'm talking about here, it's if you're watching this video later, right here, overcoming fear. If you want to get to this, go to my YouTube channel and then click right, I think it's the playlist section right there. So click on playlists, and I have created this one called Overcoming Fear. I'll also try to put this on my website and down in the link of this video as well, but I want to cover some specific points here tonight. Let me mic check this music, make sure it's not too loud. I'm going to turn it down one more notch there just to make sure you guys can hear me very clearly as we go into the rest of this. So fear topics. The number one thing I want to talk about first is rewind. So if you're taking notes here tonight, we put it right here. What is this? Rewind. Okay, this is market replay. Okay, now market replay in general, you guys know I've harped on this, but I want to talk about a specific point and purpose of this. What is rewind? I think a lot of you guys, you're playing market replay, but you are not using rewind enough. What do you mean, Benny? Okay, so it's like this. So if I am going to be I'm playing on market replay, price is coming around, I've got my price going on, and I've got so I get this set up like this. Boom. Okay, and right up here I got this red headshot. Okay, you know the drill. We're waiting on a cross, so boom, I get my cross. Again, I don't have a white drawing tool, so I have to do blue. That doesn't pretend like that is a white cross like one of our things. So I want to press the short button. Okay, so I'm over here, I press the S button, bam, short. Okay, cool. So I'm going down and I'm hitting my targets and all that kind of stuff. Great. But let's say that, I don't know, you slipped on it, right? You were like, well, you know, I could have done that a little bit better. I could have timed that better. Let me go back and look at my timing lines, for instance. Well, my timing lines were here and here. I don't know. Let me go back and look what I could do. Just rewind. This is what I want you to do. Rewind and play it again. So the rewind feature, again, you can fast forward, but people miss out that on market replay, you can also rewind. Play that trade again. Okay. Now this is an easy example with a headshot, right? Because this is just straightforward. You're hitting T1, T2, not a big deal on this one. But let's look at something a little more complex, like a J hook. Okay. So if you're playing J hooks, if you are in the final 40 days, again, you're not going to be doing this. If you are, brand new traders, I don't want you guys doing the J hook. It's got the most amount of risk on it. Oops, terrible on that one. Let's do this. Okay. So we got ourselves a J hook and we're about to take a long position. All right, now remember, we don't just trade a J hook by itself. Yes, there is a pure version, but I tell you guys, we're not trading these pure. You're going to have a higher risk. So what you want to do is combine the J hook plus a headshot, right? But let's say that you get the perfect setup. You got your zone to get in on that J hook. And then you waited, you did a great job waiting for the price to come up and out, and you came like this, and then boom, you got your headshot right here. And it was a green headshot, and you got in long. Awesome. Okay. Price is going up on you. But like along that way, let's say that you missed out on a place to add. You might have missed out on an additional cross where you could have added on that cross, or you could have added on a dot that came along in that before, because remember, this is one of those ones where you're going to be trying to target 1, 2, and 3 on one of these J hooks, right? So on that J hook play, maybe you didn't get it all the way, and this is a very important thing. Go back and rewind, play it again, rewind, play it again. Now, how does this conquer fear? You're gonna say, well, Vinny, how does that apply to fear? This is all about clicks. The more clicks, more ticks. We've said this before. Write it down. More clicks, more ticks, even if they aren't great ticks. Michael Jordan said it one time. He's like, yeah, they tell me I'm the greatest basketball player. He says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And he said, they talk about all the ones that I hit, but he's like, they don't talk about the 10,000 shots that I missed. Right? They're not talking about all the times like, oh, they passed me the rock and I'm, it's my last shot and I'm the one that's supposed to put the money on the boards and I missed the shot. How many times he lost games? They don't talk about those on me, but he had to have taken those shots. He had to have already had that pressure on him. And he said, basically, you got to take a lot of practice. So I focus on practice, practice, practice. And ours, remember, we are approaching the market like a video game. So it's very important here, more so than other, places that maybe market replay isn't as important for them because, there's really no skill in some of these strategies that are out there. These, hocus pocus guys that are, pretending on YouTube and fake ICT traders and ICT himself, who's a complete fraud. If you guys don't know about that, you can just go click on the playlist down below, see all of the evidence that my private investigators collected for us. And, I've got it over about a 40 video series there. You guys check out the entire thing on exposing ICT and go understand why that guy's a fraud, why you are going to lose money with it, guaranteed. And before I get trolled again by the whole well, ICT is free, folks, so am I. Repeat, here we go. So am I. So is the entire Vinny Emini trading. So is ALGOBOX Pro. If you cannot afford my system, which again, most of the people who are in ICT camp who go and follow ICT, he targets low income, low education locations and frauds you into buying into his stuff because nobody who has a brain will fall for ICT's crap. No offense to those of you guys who fell into it, but some of you guys have a language barrier. You didn't understand what he was saying or how he's saying it, but a lot of us can detect that the guy's a complete fraud. He is a fraud. 100% guaranteed. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Proven. 100%. Now, you want a real trading system? You might want to come over here. So let's carry forward. So how do we overcome this fear factor? To click the button. You're not going to overcome fear without a lot of ticks. Okay? I'm sorry. Clicks and ticks. The ticks come from the clicks. Okay? Clicks, 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 folks. I want you to click, drag, click, click, drag, click, click, drag, click, click, drag, click. You need a lot of this. And the more that you play this game, the better you'll get. I'm going to relate this to a video game real quick. If you played Super Mario back in the day, everybody knows the tune, right? You played it with your friends and family, at all kinds of events. Of course, hopefully you guys are old enough to know what that is. I'm sure we got some kids who are so new. Maybe y'all don't. Maybe I got to relate it to Fortnite for you. We'll get there, okay? But even into the Fortnite kids, you guys got to practice builds, right? My daughter is amazing at builds, and now I can't even touch her. I cannot even beat her in Fortnite at all. She will destroy me in Fortnite. We used to kind of be on level, we are. Dude, no, I can't do all that crazy build stuff and building up a thing real fast, and then, that gets smashed, and then smashing the other guys and overtaking their walls and all that stuff. I haven't practiced enough. Now, I know the concepts. I could tell you about it, but I haven't practiced it. It ain't going to go anywhere, okay? And in ours, there's a lot of reaction stuff to what we do because we are playing a high-speed game with ALGOBOX. We are getting in quick, in and out, 2 minutes at a time-ish. Our average hold time is between 2 to 8 minutes over the last year. Again, that's when the volatility is up. When the volatility gets slower, if you guys go back, like to say 2018, volatility was very, very low. Those trades were anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes over time for getting to target 2. That was, that was a very difficult year. It's slow type of stuff. And different years and different volatility timings. That's why people have to understand you need a variety of strategies that work together if you want long-term success to be able to trade in any type of market condition, any type of year. That's what we do. That's why we are better than everyone else. That is just a fact. I'm sorry. If that hurts your feelings or you're upset by me saying that, I can prove it. So let's roll. Okay, so the rewind function, because you need to get a lot of clicks. Got that part? Cool. Rewind. That's it. Rewind. Play it again. Play that J hook again. You didn't do it quite right because a lot of people are moving on. I'm just going to re-hit this one more time. A lot of you guys are just hitting that J hook. Okay. And you're like, okay, well, that's how I did on it. Okay, move on. Folks, go back and do it again. Michael Jordan shooting free throws. Look, he missed that shot. He's going to shoot that same free throw again. He's not going to, okay, not very good at the free throws today. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go do some layups. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go start shooting the 3-pointers because maybe the 3-pointers will help me out with my free throw. No, that's not how it works. Go play that J hook again. Play it again. Play it again. And remember that your brain is recording every movement. So you're like, oh, okay, well the next time do this and this and this because these are gonna occur again. And that's all you want to do is have that reflex reaction where you're just like, bam, bam. Back to that Mario analogy. The first time you played Super Mario Brothers, you had a hard time jumping over that pipe, right? First time you're trying to hold B, right? Remember this? Where you're sitting there like, you know, you're holding the thumbs and you're like, okay, B, A, right? Remember that? Like you're trying to get your guy. Yeah. You guys ever do the thing like me and my sister, we'd be sitting there, we'd be playing a game, we're like, you know, and you kind of try to help your guy by moving the controller, jump, you know, you do this. How? Come on, you know you did it. I know some of you guys did it. Don't try to pretend like I'm the only person who did that stuff. You know, throw your guy over the, got to jump over the fireball. So if you didn't do that, I mean, you're missing out on life. All right, that's what I'm saying. All right, so the first time though when you played Mario, you were scared, but then you did it over and over and over again. Now level 1, folks, you can do level 1 with your eyes closed, right? If you played Mario enough and you were trying to do speed runs like we did, or you're trying to see how fast you could complete a level after you got really good, because you know where all the little Oompa Loompas are going to come out and all that, you know, then you're doing speed runs, okay, to see how fast you can complete it. Well, that only comes with practice. Anyhow, I beat that dead horse, right? There we go. Rewind, play it again, do a lot of clicks, and the ticks will come. That's part 1. Part 2, I want you to practice big. What does that mean? Practice big. Size, okay? Oops. Size. I want you to practice big size. Don't practice small. Well, Vinny, I'm gonna start with a small account, you know, and I just want a couple $100, maybe 50 and 100 a day, and I'll be happy with it. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. That's where you want to be with your mindset. But even if you're gonna do that, listen to me. Trade big, because here's what you have to do. You have got to get yourself numb. Okay, this leads to numbness. Numb yourself. What does that mean? I want you to become impervious to numbers, okay? If I told you that you were down, let's go to red here. You're down $1,787 right now. Negative. Oof, down 1,787. Right, some of you guys are gonna panic on that, okay? Because if you have not seen enough positive numbers of how big on the flip side of a plus 3K, that minus 1,000 usually is a brain killer for a lot of people. I'll say that another one that people hit a lot is at even minus 700, there's a mental trigger at 700. People do not like paying $700 to $900 for things. You guys ever notice that? Like all the prices at Walmart or anything that you're gonna buy somewhere, they try not to hit this price point. They're trying to get it below that. They'll be like $599, okay, as long as you don't even hit that 600. But you hit that 700, you're like, man, you're spending some serious dough right there. Listen, you have got to become numb like that. You cannot apply your current life experience to what we are doing here. We are trying to trade for a living. If you are trying to trade for a living, you must numb yourself to those numbers. Get it? Numb to the numbers. All right, we are going to get numbers. Number to the number. You got it? Can you remember that? Get number to the number. All right, now, how do we do that? Play big. So that you're saying big numbers up. I'm sorry, should do that in green, huh? I want to see big numbers up, and I want to see big numbers down. So folks, that when you are over there and you're floating your little, you know, small account, even if you're going down to micros and you're floating, you know, $5 up, $5 down, you know, a good day for you is a $50 to $100 day, okay? That you have seen big size so that you numb yourself to it, and you just start thinking of it like game points, okay? Game points on a board. This is your ultimate goal right here, okay? It's just a game. Just game points on a board. This is what you want to focus on. Don't focus on the money, okay? Now, I am not going to tell you. Some people are like, wow, Vinny, don't you think I should put points on it? I swear, if I see one of you guys in my crew switch from money to points, I promise you, you will not like it. I will yell at you. I'm going to warn you again. We do not do that here. You do not pretend like, oh, I'm just going to pretend like it's not money. No, you do not play pretend here, okay? Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we focus on facts and not feelings around here. Now, the fact is you are trading money. You are here to make money. You are not here to make points, but if you are doing practice, I want you to become numb to the numbers because you guys, most of you guys are controlled by money. Every single one of you, under the sound of my voice. I even talked to, you know, a good Christian friend of mine who was talking here tonight, and God in the Bible itself, Jesus himself is trying to tell us to remove ourselves from money. And you need to do that. You need to separate yourself from this and stop believing that everything comes through this. It is simply a transfer mechanism, and you should be using it, not being used by it. Ooh, that's deep. All right, now, The dollars, do not turn this to points. You still need to see the dollars. I don't want to see, well, it scares me when I got the dollars. Then stop it. I want you to play this game until that goes away. You understand? Well, Vinny, how long is that? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't take me long, okay? I just be like, well, no, I just tell myself and I'm done. You might be a different person. Every person is wired differently, but you spend whatever time is necessary to trade in market replay, and you do so many clicks and ticks. Now, some of you guys are like, well, I just don't have time. I don't have to. Folks, that is your problem. You need to figure out where that time is, and I'm telling you right now, we are the shortest time period from zero to hero of any other trade group in the world. There is not another one that can be traded this fast with our system. 120 days, 4 months to become a pro at our system. I mean, ICT is telling you you're basically a baby noob coming out at 18 months, 1.5 years to spend with that guy, and then you're still going to blow your accounts. You're wasting your time and your money for nothing, literally for nothing. And you come here, and I'm like, 4 months, folks. Just sit down, 4 months. Clap it in. Because once you can do this, sky's the limit. Nobody can take that from you. Once you can trade, you got it made in the shade. All right, put in the time. I don't care, like whatever your schedule is. Tell your husband or wife to take over your job and responsibilities for a while. Tell them you got to do some sacrifice. I'm so tired of hearing men, feckless men that are like, well, my wife would get mad. I don't care. Tell your wife to sack up, go read the Bible, and be like, woman, listen up, submit. I need you to do some shit. Pardon my French, but do your job, all right? Men, be leaders, and help your families. Get to it, get to work, get the job done. You got it? They'll thank you later. Now then, where are we at here? So on the money thing. You got that? Big size so that you're seeing up, down, big numbers, and just see it over and over again and see the numbers fluctuate both ways. See how many times that you can get yourself into negative numbers and then it comes back up. Okay, let's go. Now, I am going to give Mike Schwartz. If you guys don't know who Mike Schwartz is, go check him out. So point number 3, I'm going to talk about how to get yourself out of the negative. All right, practice the negative. How about this? We'll call it practice in the hole. Okay? I'm not sure if that's what he called it, but I'm going to try to be impactful. So we're going to say something crazy like practice in the hole, and you can write that on your board, and then when your wife comes into your office and be like, practice in the hole, honey, what does that mean? Well, honey, let me show you. I got this video from Vinny. She's like, I don't want to see that. Okay, listen. Practice in the hole. What does that mean? So I want you to go into the red. Okay, so how do you go into the red? Here's a real quick, easy way from Mike Schwartz. If you guys haven't seen Mike Schwartz, shout out to him. You guys go check him out. Type in his C-H-W, how do I spell it? S, capital S, C-H-W-A-R-T-Z. Mike Schwartz on YouTube. Go check him out. Okay, he is using our system, and he's a big picture guy. You guys should go check him out. He actually does a daily analysis on the ES. Awesome stuff. You want to take the big picture and then apply our entry strategies on those overnight guesses. I'll be honest, it's a good scientific guess and technical analysis, yada yada, but I mean, I don't know, like I'm not I'm just gonna leave it right there. Mike, go check out Mike. I'll say that. All right, so Mike had said, hey Vinny, what do you think about this idea? And I loved it. Folks, he says that he goes into market replay and then he presses the buy button a couple times right at the beginning. Buy, sell. He goes buy, and then he does sell real quick. And like, now mind you want to drive this up. So on your contract count, set your contract count to like 20. No, let's do 10. Let's do something smaller. Okay, 10 contracts over there on the ATM. If you don't know what that is, again, you're missing out on ATM. Set your contracts to 10 contracts, and then come over here and press click, 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 click. All right, click this 3, 4, 5 times. Buy, 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 and then sell, 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 just immediately. Okay, you'll probably, just because of commissions and slippage, this will instantaneously put your replay account into the hole. I love that, because it's like, well, you got to kind of get yourself in the hole. No, press this as many times as you want. You're like, you know what? I need to practice getting out of, I get down about, I don't know, 1,500 and I panic. Okay. Well, then practice coming out of 1,500. Here's how you do it. Turn on market replay, press this button. Buy, 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 sell, 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 buy, 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 sell, 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 until it says minus 1,500. It's a great idea. Mike Schwartz gave me that idea, so props and credit to him. Nice stuff. So yeah, so get yourself into the hole and then practice getting yourself out of the hole. And then remember, trade with that size so you see the big numbers, because then the small numbers, when y'all drop this 0, okay, and maybe another 0, $15, like, that's nothing to anybody right here, okay? But this is what you have to do. You've got to, in order to trick your mind to be able to, lose that fear, trade with the big numbers, okay? Next one. I would like you to trade micros on, now again, I'm not a micros guy, you guys know, I'm kind of against them big time, but, oops, micros on slow days. And of course, I guess the opposite of that. Now, what does this mean? If you don't know what a candy day is, okay, you haven't been practicing long enough. We have a section in our Discord. I'll show you here in just a moment how you can go and download some practice on both of these types of days. We have slow days. Slow days are also harder days, okay? These days, I try to tell you how to avoid those days, and these can be avoided several ways. We've got videos on those, how to do that. Now, on those slow days, just trade micros, okay? If you are fear. Now, remember, I'm not suggesting this tonight. I want to reiterate for anybody who's listening to this now. This is not SOP, okay? SOPs, let's come at what SOPs. This is not SOP night. I do not recommend any of this stuff that I'm here talking here tonight as a standard operating procedure. You guys have other videos around my standard operating procedures when you are trading with proper account size and you have your confidence in what we're doing. This specific address here tonight is to address someone in our crew who said, hey, I'm in this spot of fear. This is me having a one-on-one conversation with a guy who's saying, how do I overcome fear? You guys understand that? Just checking with everybody. I should have maybe reiterated that at the beginning. But during that, this is not SOP, okay? Standard operating procedures. But if you are in this spot of fear, then this is one suggestion for yourself, okay? If you're just like absolutely panicked, I cannot lose another dime because I've lost so much every other place, and then I'm coming here to Vinny and I want to, you know, I need him to save my butt, and this has to work. Okay, there are several things that we can do with this. Micros on slow days, minis on candy days, and yes, you need to practice these too. And what defines a candy day? It's all about speed, okay? When you follow my system, a candy day is defined by the speed, okay? It's very simple. If the markets are moving at a certain speed, this is going to be candy. If it's slower or faster, it's not. And we talk about that at length. I'm not going to go into that here tonight, but remember that speed is key. And how do we shift? Remember, we have gear shifts. How do we shift gears? We swap instruments, which is why we have how many? At least 4 in our eyesight, right? For the E-minis, we got NASDAQ, Dow, Russell, and the NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ being usually, in general, the crazy one, the fastest one. So you need to shift up, you need to shift down. ES is going to be the slowest of those 4, etc. And of course, you can throw in some crude oil and gold, 6A, 6E, 6J, if you are a Forex player, etc. I won't go into a whole lot of details here tonight, but focus on that. As a fear player, this is a hint on how to overcome fear if you just absolutely have to get to a spot where you're like, well, I got to do something, okay? I'm giving you some tips here on that. Next one is turn up the music. I've said this before, but I want to reiterate it again. Turn up the music. Now, some people are like, well, Vinny, I like this kind of music. Folks, this is not about what you like. Listen to me right now. Listen to me. I do not care what kind of music you like. I don't care if you like to drive around in your car and listen to Beethoven and Bach and zen out and listen to some Bob Marley. No, I don't care. Do you hear them playing Bob Marley at football games? Do you hear them playing any of that yoga Tante stuff while football players are coming out of the locker rooms? Do you hear that ever? Is there ever an exception to that rule? Do the Miami Dolphins come out and do that? Do the Gophers come out? I don't care what kind of a docile animal you have for your mascot. Do any of them play that mamby-pamby music that you guys are listening to? No, they don't. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Music changes people. The atmosphere around you changes you. Did you know that? Check this out. We all know that hot and cold will turn things on and off. So I can heat up a cup. Is there any way that if I heat up that cup and put my hand on it and I start to feel my hand getting warm, is there any way that I can prevent my hand from getting warm from the cup that I'm touching? No. So you obviously know that there's transfer mechanisms. And what exactly is heat? If you go study what heat is movement, is rapidity, is something that is moving around that makes other molecules move. What do you think happens when you put the vibration level into your room at a higher level? You are affected by it and you move faster. And this is the key for what we do here. You must move faster. So turn the music up and let your body feel the beat and get with it. You understand? I don't want to hear another person come to me and say, well, I like the yoga. I like the I don't know, the Beastie, Beastie Boys are pretty beef, but Beach Boys. Okay, I had somebody like, well, you know, I'm just a 60s guy. I like the Beach Boys. I don't care. I do not care. There's a Vinny Jams list for a reason. Anything at that beat level is good. Anything below that, get out of here. Toss it. Okay? Turn up the music. Let me explain to you why. I want you to picture this for a minute. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna put pause on the music. Hopefully it doesn't, I lost my picture. I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. So I'm gonna pause the music. It's real quiet. Now, let's say we're playing golf. Okay, now, real quiet. You just click the button. Okay, I've got fear. Oh, the price is fluctuating. It's up. Oh no, it's in the red. Oh no, it's getting green. Okay, yeah. Oh no. It stopped me out. Oh no, I stopped out and it's quiet. Of course, you guys can hear my son crying in the background right now. Do y'all hear that? No. Okay, good. Let me make sure wifey's got him. Okay, he's good. Okay, sorry. So all of a sudden, and it's real quiet. Oh, I just lost money. Oh no. I lost $250. Well, now that's all you can think about. This is pulsating in your brain. Oh no. P&L says -2. Oh, I took another one and now I'm at a -580. Oh no. I can hear my breath. I can hear my heart pounding in my ears. I'm scared. Oh no! I want to press the button. I'm an ICT student. I don't know what to do. Nope. Watch this. See if you can hear my heartbeat. Listen to me. Uh-oh. What's that? I'm sorry. What's that heartbeat? Do you hear me sniffling anymore? Huh? Let me crank that up a little bit for you. Hold on. What? What's that? Oh, can you feel that? Let's go. You got the next one. Let's go. Do you see the difference? So the difference in that is let's go. Next trade. Let's go. You get me? You got your team on your back. You got Vinny yelling in your ear. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Come on! You got one down, so what? Get in there! Get back in there! Punch him in the face! Let's go! This is what you need to have. So to overcome fear, turn up the music, because I can't be in the room with you, you know what I'm saying? But if I was, I'd be yelling, being like, come on, man, let's go! Let's go! Of course, I would turn your music up too. So listen, it's a combination. Remember, we're only sitting there for 60 to 90 minutes. You're getting in there. You need that hype. You need that push. So that's my key right there. Turn up the music. And for the final one, are you ready? Final suggestion for you here tonight is don't be a Walmart trader. Okay, we've talked about this before. Different way, different type. No Walmart traders. Two things this means. Walmart traders in general, I'm talking about people who are like, oh, I like to play options, I trade crypto, I trade Forex, I trade futures, I trade micros, I trade minis, I trade... They don't specialize in anything. You're garbage. Stop it. No Walmart traders there, but I'm going to enhance that. It's not just all the instruments that you trade. Forget that. Let's say that you do specialize here. But on all of the positions in a video game, are you going to be good at all the positions in a video game? Let's talk about the different types, okay? So Battlefield 3, all right? What do we got? We got sniper, right? We've got medic, right? We got support, and we got engineer, all right? Listen, you don't have to be a pro at all of these. Some people they are just stuck right here. These guys are awesome. I'm not good at sniper, okay? I'm this guy. I like to be the engineer, okay? I'm an engineer guy. And what about all the vehicles? Do you have to be good in all the vehicles on that game? Okay, they got Jeeps, they got tanks, we got helis, all right, we got jets, and this is my specialty right here, specialize. Whole point here is no Walmart traders, and you need to specialize, right? This is why I tell you on your first 40 days, you get good at your 3 or 4 strategies. This is it. Focus on your 3 or 4. 3 or 4, that's it. Be good at those. Don't worry about, well, I don't know. I saw other people hit that J-hook with the other thing, and I just, I don't know, it wasn't me. If you're fearful, listen, don't sweat it. Remember, you're a specialist, okay? You don't have to hit the guy at 5,000 meters away. Okay, you're an engineer. Wait till the guy gets come up close and tap him, right? That's your job. You can tap these guys close. You can take them out multiple times at a time. Can a sniper do that? No. Focus on what you're good at and specialize in your strategy, okay? Specialize in the strategies, kill your strategies, be awesome at your strategies, and remember, the only thing you have to focus on is 5 trades. Final thing. That was the final, but I forgot. I did want to add this. 5 trades. Remember, you got 5 lives, okay? Stop focusing on 1. And in that video series that I'm going to send to you, here's what I want you guys to focus on as you go after this video, okay? The playlist that you want to go see right here. Overcoming Fear. Click on playlist, click on Overcoming Fear. Let me show you guys what you're looking forward to. There are 13 in this list that I've got right now. I may adjust if you guys watch this later, it may be in a different order. Let's see, let me click right here. It's a little easier to show the list, okay? Success story of Ken, okay? Ken, great story here to talk about. He had fear. That's why I want to start you with somebody's story. Go listen to Ken's story. Go listen how he turned around in one phone call. Again, I joke you guys about this all the time, but I'm like, for me, one call to change them all, right? I will fix anything in a single call, right? One call to solve them all. Don't forget, right? So in a single phone call, Ken turns around. Now, what's this one? Day 18, trick your brain. This is a very good one. Trick your brain into becoming good. Here's a Get Good series. These are 7 steps for perfecting your trades and conquering FOMO, the fear of missing out. All right, here's a short one here, 15 minutes on 9 tips from the top. Yeah, I can't remember what I'll put in here. There's a bunch on this one. 7 strategy tips right here. These are quick tips. If you are in fear, go back and rehash these. You should have already seen them. I threw the little battlefield one in here where I'm jetting around because listen, there's a lot of people who, I used to suck at jet. I mean, I was bad, folks. I was bad. I did not start out good. I was a guy who they used to make fun of. I mean, people knew me because, again, I have my own server that people come play on. If you guys want to go check out Battlefield 3 and go to Battlefield 3 Vinny's Place, or I think it's Vinny's Funhouse now. I renamed it to Vinny's Funhouse a long time ago. So Vinny's Funhouse, and I mean, I was not good. There were people that were way better than me, but I just kept practicing, kept watching other people, kept watching what they were doing back behind me. How did that guy get back around and behind me? How did that guy line that up? And how did he come around that mountain? How did he protect himself and use that building as he went around and coming back out as he was able to take out that thing? All that stuff that I did, folks, I did not get good overnight. It was a lot of practice, okay? So go watch this just to remind you that, look, you don't have to play every position, and that when I did get good at jet, which now I'm like one of the top jetters, like if I go into my server right now, I will destroy everyone. I can literally get up on the top of the board. It's like not even fair because flying around in a jet, once you can own the jet, like you can own anybody in the server, and it's not just a person, it's like everybody. Like you'll get like, I'll be a 40-1, right? 40 kills, 1 loss, 1 death, okay? It's sick what you can do once you can master the jet, okay? There we go. Mental trading hack. This one is very, very powerful. I send this. This is the first video I send to anybody who's having a problem with just about anything. To remind yourself, listen, focus on the 5 trades. Focus on your sizing. If you are coming into your live trading account, the final 40 days, and you're about to go live, remember the 5 trades and your sizing. We are increasing our size from trades 1 through 5. This is the way. And this has a little hack in it, little mental trick. If you are getting into a slump, this is the slump killer right here. Okay, if you're in a slump, if this is talking to you, this is the slump killer video right here. Mental trading hack right there. Make sure you hit like, drop something in the comments, tell me if I'm not right, and share it with your friends. Okay, the fringe, trading the edge itself. I think this is a little hidden gem. Not many people see this video enough. I think you guys need to check that one out. Scheduling big opportunities. This is talking about earnings season. Folks, you could just, if you're fearful, okay, you could just wait until earnings season. Okay, like never trade, just do a normal job, do whatever, and then be like, okay, earnings season is here. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna smash. Okay, and we talk about that and how to see it on your chart, how to know when this is coming, not chart, on your calendar, how to know when these events are coming up. Okay, and by the way, if you guys haven't printed out and got your new economic calendar, go and get your 2022 Econo Day calendar. Again, I do not get a kickback for any of that. I'm just saying, like, I use it, I love it. You guys should get one too. It's awesome. There you go. All right, and 3 more. The Flowmaster Training Part 3. Oh my word, folks. If you want to overcome all of your fear and only trade the market when it's hot, folks, just sit around at your desk and don't look at the charts until you hear AudioBox. I should have made that a point here tonight. Listen to me right now. Wait on AudioBox Flowmaster. Okay. It's actually the opposite. Flowmaster AudioBox, but I was already typing, so there it is. Flowmaster AudioBox. Folks, just wait. Sit around, wait until you hear this sucker going. Then come to your desk and start at that moment. This is a great way to avoid the pits, avoid the slow areas, avoid all of that stuff. Just wait until you hear Lots of activity coming in on that. Then come to your desk and start your 60 minutes right then. Very simple tip to get around that fear factor. All right. Cadence, this one goes into depth on what we did here. Okay, this is the mental hack to get around it. This is explaining the markets and cadence and gaming theory around what happens with just simple statistics right here. Very, very powerful if you want to understand the what and the hows. Okay, and then right here, lesson 4. This is a very pivotal one. This comes at the very beginning of our series when you guys are studying this one. I'm sure everybody has seen this one already, but I'm going to reiterate: if you're in that fear factor state, you want to go check out this reality check, lesson 4, and before you go trading live, and remember the bull riding analogy right there. Remember, what's the bull riding analogy? 8 seconds, right? And if you stay on that bull, you're gonna get hit, right? So we get in, we get out, we're done. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pimpy, Robbie, Love Spot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang, I am sending out WH10. See ya.